kaide mivala. Through all challenges, through all excitements, through all hurricanes or earthquakes, you stop taking mivala through. So mivala want them acknowledge him, goodness play you. God mivala continue block commit him forum ya throughout the day lo guidance play you. Lead him mivala forward through all dialogues and all presentations and all deliberations throughout the day guide them mivala lehem. Mivala tell him thank you well farmers all isabe join mivala all officers all leaders plo mivala. Well isabe lead him mivala lo forum ya. God lo end the day mivala I want them glorify him name blue. Mivala I want them achieve him one we bamba you yet you got him glory you got him praise lehem. And I pray this morning, mivala I tell him thank you too much. In Jesus' name, mivala I stop praying mo everyone tell him amen. Thank you too much.
Thank you, Thomas, Pastor Lo prayer. But me proceed now with official program lo this morning. Me also extend them welcome to all viewers lo forum ya lo live stream where you will stop for them all discussions lo forum ya or you will give him valuable contributions please and me tell him thank you you will have for them live stream also give him give him view blow help him ministry blow agriculture blow shape him all different sectors under the ministry blow the next 5 years. The same way stop lo program by now me invite him Director General Blimi lo Ministry of Agriculture Mr. Timothy Tumokon blo hemi come hemi give him official remarks play him blo officiate him Sandalwood mo other forestry product forum ya before you may proceed with the Molnarvula agenda where you stop line up finish lo special presentation whereby you may harem lo different stakeholders blo sector blo forestry. Thank you DJ.
Thank you, moderator. We stand up law, place on behalf law, Honorable Minister of Law Agriculture, Mr. Ian Tuakalana Wilson, Member of Parliament, Law Yumi, where me in charge of the ministry. Me stand up on behalf of them, or the ministry where me represent them. Law welcome you everyone we start this morning. The place here. Me first of all when them looks away, especially all farmers blow you mean side blow forest, all foresters, all narvala stakeholders will part blow forestry lo Vanuatu. Me also stand up here looks away all narvala members blow government will stop with them yumi lo narvala ministry. Me also want them looks away all department under the ministry law agriculture, livestock, biosecurity, more of course acting director of forestry and staff with them all staff plan and also moderator hemi talem you me we me stop online you me follow forum law today hemi one day no more pamba you me look law outcome law one forum where me holem last year hemi lo side lo Sandalwood we come up with them 31 resolutions me want them blow forum me look one them now me been make them what them all get 31 resolutions here and then you may assess them how you may move forward with them all 31 resolutions here and then another half day you may call a forest and other forest products Yumi lo Vanuatu, yumi no got mineral resources. We got two renewable resource or natural resource we got. Big one na hemi saltwater blimi. Biggest one hemi saltwater. And next one now hemi forest. Forest products blimi. Forestry and forest products. Over the years, ministry hemi neglect them, full up, loy look good, we help him. Department ya, let me manage them good, or me utilize them, or me use them, all forest product, loy help him people Vanuatu develop. And I think me opportunity, loy me come lo this forum, loy me look how you me survey improve them. Look play me lo second biggest natural product we Vanuatu hemikat. Last year I mean I look specifically lo commodity we me important to lo sector ya hemi sandalwood and it could play me look lo nafala product lo forest we me provide them lo yemi. Yemi want them align them all work play me lo department. But one them where me launch him lo June this year, me corporate plan lo ministry, and of course me also launch him lo June this year me overarching productive sector policy, where me all critical document, all roadmap, lo work play me, where me one them say me come na ya play me look more specifically lo one them now, all kata issues where you mean all foresters, you mean all people where you deal with them, all product lo forestry, you mean all people where you make them livelihood lo sandalwood, all people where only make them livelihood lo kata all forest products, and one big full group where you mean full up look survey and never take them time to appreciate them, me all mama where only life. Full up livelihood blokata, especially time you go to market. You call mama sit down. Life blokata hemi only make him a living around the forest and forest products. How number by me integrate them? All work will start make him. All activity blokata. Play me look survey. Work will start make him. And then you may survey help him blokata lo industry will part them. Lo improve him livelihood blokata. Livelihood blow family blow kata and especially livelihood blow all beginning will kata look at them all future blow Vanuatu lo tomorrow. Mr. Nab lo behalf lo office blow honorable minister blow talem say time we make him all forum ya lo last 2 weeks he come ministry start make him some commitment. All commitment let me work with them the next 5 years for them corporate plan where you may develop him. For 2026, Kasem 2030, a commitment here, especially look at front page blow, daily post blow today, I mean one call out blow farmer blow me root crop. While you want them say government me revisiting policy blow importation blow rice. I mean all strong commitment where you start making. And you may want them say ministry, me help me pave him way blow. Look how best you may address them all the big issues. And you don't need to repeat me, lo side lo one them now rise me cause them law population lo Vanuatu. Put them rise aside, we want them to reflect law all issues, all activities to do law forest with them forest products. You got a lot of activities happen, lo some law big islands blame me, we me negative. You could blow me raise them, you story on them, how I me impact them society blame me negatively, and some fella we only impact them society blame me positively. Low islands blame me 80% of people blame me only rely. Low forest products only make them living blocketa, only make them livelihood. All houses blame me low islands, me purely out of forest products. And we must continue to appreciate them or look savvy all policies. Blame time where you may stop story and lot today. At the same time, ikat all law blo yumi andalo forestry tu we need blo yumi refresh him, yumi review him, blo only suitum environment blo all business blo yumi blo today. Nemi good blo yumi inside lo department blo forest, and you will all stakeholders, you will talk look how best yumi save improve all policies here so that hemi suitum all environment, all working environment blo yumi blo today blo help him. You will continue to benefit all forest and forest products. Me, back again, Mr. Napel, on behalf of Office Law Honorable Minister, with the Office Law Director General, Law Talem, people thank you. Law, you will turn up, law morning up, law stop, law day to day, law look more, law side, law forest and forestry products, and at the same time, you invite them to you me online, law you me put them all thing bli me come. Me will stop capture all thing blow you and me appeal you will you will stop around Vanuatu specifically connect with them me online. Please share them thing blow you from one way come out day to day but by me reflect them policy blow government blow address them sector ya throughout Vanuatu but by me lo room ya no get affected or impacted by all policy me impact them you me throughout Vanuatu time where you me implement them or time we roll them out all implementation work plan. So with them all talk me tell them thank you, and you me want them say you me proceed with them all discussion or program we start for it me and by session me today let's have forestry product and sandalwood they me officially open. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas, Director General Law Ministry Law Agriculture, Law Official Opening Remarks. You highlight them a lot of important role where forestry sector contributing lo communities, you all policy government too where you ministry step and back lehem. But you now call presentation blow policy analyst blow lo Despak blow you look got one overview lo NSTP framework where Despak stop lead him in terms of all policy blow government where every ministry blow government only stop implement them, but me look also say representative of policy analysis blow you me lo Despak no come yet lo this morning, but you must have wait, you must move on. You go next agenda, next presenter blow you me lo this morning. Executive officer blow Ministry blow Agriculture. Blow me make one presentation lo current ministry blow agriculture policy landscape overview lo corporate plan alignment with them all different sector policy under lo ministry blow agriculture as well as all other relevant ministry where we start work with them ministry blow agriculture. So me tell them this forum one very important forum too lo Yumi lo Vanuatu from forestry me play one very important contributions lo economy, lo social, environmental pillars lo Yumi lo Vanuatu. Thank you, Iyo.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Good morning, Yumi everyone, Honorable Minister, DG, all directors, FSPA, private, all staff lo ministry, all farmers we Yumi staff. Mo yumi everyone we yumi stop forum lo forestry tete lo live stream mo ata social media. Good morning again lo Yuvala. By me giving one short presentation lo policy overview lo yumi lo ministry we hemi relate kam lo forum lo tete we yumi town from lo site lo forestry sector so Bambay mitram ko through the presentation we stop all technicians lo Bambay le control slide lo presentation lo this morning. Okay, by Ivlay look lo picture we stop on top ya. Hemi one picture we hemi mi yumi putu mi call map lo yumi tram look so lo left side ya. You look all man stop town after you got some animal lo middle, ale got some narvla something lo around lo all animals ya. Mi putum picture ya plo hemi demonstrate them lo yumi say why now yumi should cut one policy. And time you look lo picture ya hemi demonstrate them plant issues plant something where you have take them out the picture ya. And hemi just stop reflect them yumi one where yumi stop lo room lo this time. So yumi all farmers maybe or yumi individually you make maybe cut all different issues. You know, maybe you make cut. Time you wake up lo morning no more, you survey the issues so list up pile finish. But then when them not bomba you make him. So policy him one tool where him come in, plo item yumi, plo yumi address all issues here. So him na bomba look one direction where stop with one pencil of course, but you must throw out plan blue you want. Time where you facing one issue, how now by you address an issue yeah. Mo where na bambay you want them say pa you kasem. So picture ya hemi stop demonstrate them no mo why na you should cut one policy hemi basically hemi come in help you play you address them issues play you find them ways around addressing your issues after you find them one common place where you think say pa you should address some issues play you lehem then you throw them up and hemi for men basis play one policy so government hemi work also man now. Next slide. So, hemi one overview plo how policy plo government hemi work. So, time you look lo all rectangle ya lo metal lo blue ya. Now hemi how government hemi trauma policy plan plo address all issues plan. So, by the first rectangle lo top ya hemi National Sustainable Development Plan block government. One plan where start lo one period lo 2015 kasem 2030 government trauma plan ya. And look lo how save address all different issues where country ya stop facing. So trauma lo period ya now. Now inside lo period ya one ministries only got one all corporate plan. And you me too, you make out one corporate plan. Corporate plan where you stop using na ya, you finish lo ya, but you make them next one you ready finish whereby start lo 2026, kasi 2030. So inside lo corporate plan now, you dream up how Ministry of Agriculture, you sabi make them all work plan, address all issues plan, where pampay you support them. One mo NSTP emitalem. After mo one now all needs me all farmers where you stop or all foresters where you stop. So after lo corporate plan ya inside lo 5 year ya all departments all likat all annual work plan blokata where hemi relate ikolo corporate plan. And mena hemi last rectangle where stop town. So lo every year government me go approve one budget me give me come lo all department and all department only must make a mouth work plan blokata where me must relate ko lo corporate plan and time we me relate ko lo corporate plan automatically me stop relate one time me ko lo National Sustainable Development Plan block government time we look ko lo federal right side pa you look at all policies mo strategies. Me all tool where only come in plo help them work plo business plan plo one department with them corporate plan. Me all supporting tool where only come in plo help them all work plo me plo yumi achieve all work plo yumi. Now further lo right side them all legislation or law. And of course, all law will must come in all times, help yumi plo yumi manage mo issues plo yumi. Sometimes yumi talem sel policies ol inokat ol talem se ol measures ol binding or legal measures we stop inside them plo megem se isave help lo manage mo issues all fines mo all narvla measures we misave help him all policies all plans pliumi karamol issues ikolo court we necessary lo megem se money must pay fine mena legislation emiketa fu anda lo legislation yet ikat all SOEs we emi established kamin pagan lo help work pliumi and yumi haram plande sam lo SOEs we standa lo ministry one lokata istavote yumi tete VPPA Vanuatu Primary Producers Authority yumi kamin plo help yumi all farmers yumi group lo producer group yumi ale yumi addressable needs yumi through lo SOE lo after SOE isave karam mikam lo government ni address so mena pepes plo VPPA katol narvlaon we sta pating blo yumi lo forestry kat one way yumi tokpot plante IFP mena mi one way plo yumi we relate lo forestry government stop work with them now ya plo try plo megem se emi up to function pa again I think emi yes got some issues around them but all SOEs all establish under law legislation time we look lo left hand side emi all tools we likamin plo minitaramol work plimi all policies plimi with them all work plan plimi lo one given year so emi got annual development reports with them ministry annual report emi all tool we kamin no mo plo help yumi one mo emi plan mo maybe lo policy or maybe lo business plan all tool ya na likam help yumi se whether or not yes yumi bin achieve work plimi or no suppose yumi no achieve him one no pamba yumi make him tayo kam lo next year or next period lo corporate plan ting emi one oversight lo how government emi lemot policy blem next slide okay ako talo despa ko lino stop pe emena hemi national sustainable development plan lo government so hemi got three main pillar I got environment pillar, social pillar, what economic pillar. The purposes lo this morning, yumi mi stop lo forum, lo forestry. Think forestry hemi relate pigwan now lo environment pillar 4, mo environment pillar 5. So plan de lo all work lo forestry hemi around natural resource management. Mo plante tu hemi involve around sustainability so yara mo litalam botanical garden mo all nara programs hemi relate lo tula lo pila sena and time we yumi achieving pila 4 mo 5 pa you find out se hemi got impact lo all narfla pilas 2 also economic pila mo social pila in terms of employment economic in terms of time small money lo site lo forest protect blue sta contribute lo national sustainable development plan lo kam next slide okay mi corporate plan blue mi lo ministry so I got 5 strategic objective 1 mi lo improve sustain agri-production for income generation. Maybe simply meaning say you participate lo agriculture sector. In that regard, forestry too step inside. So you also want forester, time you participate lo industria or lo sector, you stop achieving objective 1 now from plantelol forest product you mino kakai. Plantelol forest product you may farm him or you may grow him, play me make him income inside. So, menami you start contribute to objective 1. Objective 2, I mean more about food security. you stop growing on them crop where you stop growing, lo purposes lo kakai. So I think lo side lo forestry, yes, maybe some nut trees where you may grow them, but after you may use small job lo timba, but planted lo forest protect, o semi sabe, o semi bintalem, you may grow them, lo purposes lo timba mo all narfla resources where you may sabe karamot lehem. Safety, emi lo objective number 3. Emi atu hemi relate lo yumi. In terms of you must meet him some certain standards for market purpose, maybe sandelut, so you start go through lo some process lo biosecurity, lo make sure se protect lu go oversee, you start lo objective 3 now. Objective 4 hemi more about natural resource management. So forestry hemi start karamot some activities too, me awele some botanical garden where me been refer me more about sustainability. So you may try and preserve some forest you may make money out them the different way, maybe through the tourism maybe, or another sort of options. But me purposely objective me plo side plo sustainability no more plo resources and forest only. You talem lo sa lo climate change the more you preserve trees the more healthier for a country or for a society from in terms of carbon rating. All trees so semi misave o only consume carbon dioxide after only giving out oxygen where all human being immunity so time you stop participate lo area. So I say stop. Meeting strategic objective 4. Objective 5 about inclusivity, leaving no one behind, women, youth, all vulnerability. Now some time you stop karamot men settle activities plimi. You start contribute to objective 5. Ting mena mi all 5 people ting we stop lo corporate plan plimi. Corporate plan plimi hemi you may make a malong lo 4 people ting na our theme got climate change, risk reduction, inclusivity, and sustainability. So time we make a planning plimi you may factor in climate change inside. So we start all time we got 6 months good time side for cyclone, 6 months where time plus cyclone, time earthquake come now we come anytime. So planning should be we must factor in climate change inside. And forestry, climate change feature pick one from carbon trading. Carbon trading come one pick topic lo world today. So forestry for that matter contribute pick one lo help em Vanuatu lo meeting some lo okata objective lo side lo climate change. Risk reduction, inclusivity, so may pintalem leaving no one behind. After mo operate lo one sustainable man. Me sa malapi fula ting. Time look lo circle lo right side hemi samvala fasin we corporate plan hemi want them sepa yemi work against them all fasin. So you must work lo one fasin, you must be reliable. You must work in partnership. You must got good teamwork. You must work with one heart lo kat service delivery particularly you lo government. Mo wala tu semula industry semula customer believla. You must work lo one and respect. You must be committed. You must got positive attitude all time. You must got one honest attitude to them integrity. You must work with them one high performance. We must perform with them professionalism at all times. Minami sa wala fasin we corporate plan you want them sa pambay you may work them. Next slide. Presente emblemista finish lo plesia. Iputumuan question mark no lo plesia se after pambay you may go. So me believe se tete you may run you may got planted ting lo share. lo help all policies plimi mo pampai help ministry tu lo isabe kaitem yumi lo all work plimi lo site lo forestry sector. I missed up please Moderator. Thank you Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas. Executive Officer lo Ministry of Agriculture lo presentation blo you blo giving one overview lo different policy framework we stapanda lo Ministry of Agriculture. You may look in line with them corporate plan mo watching productive sector policy blim lo Ministry of Agriculture. Before me call him next presenter, mi sabe ask him lo you me all offices lo forestry or farmers you will move camp lo full map all space lo frante pole pa hemi kutumas. Lo kamanda please. Thank you. Next presenter hemi acting director lo forestry pa hemi present them forestry policy direction blo next 5 years lo sector blo forestry when I'm now you may want them achieve him together by 2030. But Mr. Invite Mr. Godfrey Pome as a acting director blo forestry blo hemika make presentation blo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Moderator. We acknowledge presence of Honorable Minister this morning when we start with the Yumi, First Political Advisor, MALF, Director Generals, all directors, all government officials, all staff, MALF, all forestry farmers, forest industry stakeholders, you may everyone where you may present this morning. I think time where you sit down after you look in participants this morning, me dream one picture lo yumi that forestry sector me maybe me no more that interesting also before. Fulap lo yumi olman Vanuatu yumi shifting focus lo yumi lo laravala sectors for so many reasons, and one me yumi service forestry me one long term industry where you invest lehem, and most lo yumi olman Vanuatu yumi no on the wait. You may want them carry quick money or you may want them carry quick benefit. So that's why you find them out say you got very few people no more will only engage or actively engaged, and they may now be all through stakeholders where sun and sun only start with them forestry, rain and rain only start with them forestry, wind and come, earthquake and come be only continue plus start with them forestry, and so with them mimi want them tell them thank you. Lol, very few committed stakeholders where you may continue to implement them all policy blow government. Okay, so focus lo this today forum babahemi focus lo 3 major programs. Unlike all narafala sector lo Ministry of Agriculture, forestry hemi nokat all let's say all specific strategies, all specific commodity or crops. Yumi kat all programs no more. Where you start implementing all activities, and also hemi timely lo you misaveka this forum lo you discuss some very important products or some very important forest commodities where you misave develop more strategies lo you misave develop them further. So main focus lo today, emilo commercial timber production, more non-timber forest product development, more sandalwood development. So discussion by hemiko around lo trivela areas here, but more so focus lo commercial timber. So I'm now hemi presentation layout. I got one short background. After forestry focus program for the next 5 years, and then one short overview of government policy directions, and 2 forest commercial species or reforestation efforts, issues and constraints or challenges where you start the same inside the sector. Before me continue, me want to welcome him. Honorable Member of Parliament Plotave Outer Islands, Mr. Tom Cornet Funei, hemi one politician, but hemi one lol man we me mention him earlier. All very few people we only start with them sector of forestry, no matter lo good time or bad time. Next, please. So also Director General me mention him. Forestry sector or forest resource ployumi hemi second largest resource. So if you may look him lo all different resource where you make soil water where hemi big one, and then you make land, and then you make forest resource ployumi where hemi it could be second from, if suppose you may not count them land. Hemi third, suppose you count them land, so hemi the third largest resource where you make lo Vanuatu, and for that reason, Article 7 of Constitution hemi make him clear, hemi give him fundamental duties lo yumi 1 lo yumi save participate inside lo sector lo yumi save manage him. So duty hemi mention inside lo Constitution, and for that reason yumi where yumi start this morning, hemi duty where you start making, implement them, or policy, government, and ensure say got sustainable management, forest resource, Vanuatu. Forestry sector, hemi governed by one act of parliament, hemi Forestry Act number 31 of 2019, with the one purpose, hemi provide for sustainable production, sustainable management, all forest resource, Vanuatu, ensure say it got maximum benefit where all man Vanuatu only save NM or only save KNM out resource we only cut. And with them act there too, you make 2 regulations, forestry regulations, semi mobile sawmill regulation, with them sandalwood regulation, 2 vela regulation here now, hemi only regulate them all operation blow sawmilling industry or timber industry blow Yumilo Vanuatu, with them sandalwood industry lo Vanuatu. And then with them what's on purpose blow act here, hemi give him one forest management approach where you may start managing forest resource lo Vanuatu, and they got 3 management pillars where you may ensure you may achieve him sustainable forest management. So suppose you look lo slide there, you make only 3 focus where suppose you may implement them all 3 fella pillars here, then you may start achieving or Bambai you may achieve him sustainable forest management. So all management pillars here, I may include all reforestation program or restoration program as much as possible you may want them put full up tree eco back low ground, and then nara management approach all sustainable utilization blow forest resources, and also all get about work lo timber industry. You may want them looking continuation blow timber. You may want to look continuation blow sandalwood operation. Then we continue lo one sustainable manner. So hemi now hemi one lo all bila, and then finally hemi forest conservation and protection. So you may want them balance them these three pillars or management approach. But you may ensure say you got sustainable forest management. Hemi visible lo Vanuatu. Next, please. So also we mentioned them earlier. For the next 5 years, from 2026 to 2030, outlaw 10 priority programs where forestry hemi cut. It got 3 programs whereby you may discuss in depth for the course of the rest of the day. Hemi commercial timber tree development, non-timber forest product development, more sandalwood development. So the objective blow 3 programs here, hemi blow you must have improve sustainability blow commercial timber production or commercial non-timber forest product or commercial sandalwood production. So now hemi all 3 focus areas whereby you may discuss in depth. Next. We want them touch small or goal below national forest policy. You may got one national forest policy where we stop. Unfortunately, hemi period blame hemi lapse law 2023. But in the absence of one new policy, you may still cut hemi where we stop. So back again, goal below national forest policy hemi stop. Talem se forest lo Vanuatu pamba you may continue blo manage lo one integrated more sustainable fashion blo hemi have continue blo provide them all non-wood and wood demand or need blo you may include all timbers and all narrow forest products where you may start benefit them more same time too all management approach blo you may but hemi ensure se hemi contribute profitably lo all people of Vanuatu or all stakeholders will engage inside lo forestry sector only have receive him only have earn income out lo sector ya. So hemi now hemi goal blo national forest policy. With them national forest policy you make at around 9 policy directives. But me touch no more lo 3 objectives or directives where me directive number 1, number 2 with them number 6. So lo number 1 me stop talem se you make at one sustainable forest management through lo management blow all natural forest blow you be and management blow all blended forest blow you me. So with them hemi minim say Department of Forestry should be or for every 10 years or after 10 years it should cut all forest resource assessment. Blo hemi determine all current status blo resource where you may cut blo serve policy provide them policy advice or guidance lo government. And also when you look law directive number 1 here, emi tell them say by 2020 you should cut or plant them or establish 20,000 hectares of planted trees. Whether you may achieve him or not, currently you may start carrying out one blended forest inventory. So the successful completion of planted forest inventory, you should quantify him, say yes, you may achieve him 20,000 hectares of planted trees or no. We anticipate say by next year you should complete him planted forest inventory and then you should service you may be achieve him target we stop or no. And then directive number 2, you may encourage him all smallholder and community forestry. Also, DG, he rightly mentioned them this morning. You may look him all smallholders, all all fenders, all people who only debane blande lo forest resources, only continue blo benefit, make them income out lo forest products blo algeta, and lo same fascina tu policy hemi provide them way blo how government hemi save help them, all the smallholder farmers. Suppose you go around lo Vanuatu bamba you find them out say inokat or large scale plantation blo or forest or planted forest. Why? Maybe because of lack of investors' confidence, blow only engage low large scale plantation. Therefore, Bamba you find them no more all small to medium woodlot or forest plantations with them all woodlots, and that's why you may continue blow encourage them or support them all. Smallholder farmers and community forestry through the reforestation program blow altogether and timber production blow altogether. And then number 6, hemi forest industries, hemi minim nomos you may want them look one forest industry where hemi modernized, forest industry where you may want to look full participation blow all man bless, forest industry where hemi save be marketable or tradable. Blow products only have a sale lo market for local consumption or export market. Thank you. Next slide. And lo anticipation blow you may achieve him all efforts lo site blow all forest or production or timber production blow you may lo 2018-2019 you may develop one forest and landscape restoration strategy, and that again that is a program strategy, not a specific commodity strategy. So strategy ya hemi blow ensure say ikat restoration blow all degraded land blow you me where me look visible throughout the Vanuatu ikat full areas blow you me only degraded. And then strategy hemi come blow hemi save help them you me restore them all areas here, but not just for environmental purposes but also with objective blow ensure say all stakeholders and communities only participate fully blow engage lo reforestation program, but at the same time utilize them all forest resources we only cut, and blow ensure too say forest production hemi be sufficient for local consumption and export if they surplus. And then blow ensure too say forestry sector by hemi should come one priority source of income generation also molnara commodity where you start promote them. Thank you. So bagiken lo increase forest production, and in line with the policy directive, government through the Department of Forestry hemi been come up with 5 priority species, and 5 priority species here now you may start promote them all smallholder farmers blow you me or community forestry programs blow you me blow engage inside all the reforestation efforts. And why these 5 priority species hemi from all species here hemi you may come out a little bit research and studies lohem, and you may look him adaptability and suitability blow all species here inside lo Vanuatu, and most of which all local species or endemic species blow you me where only suitable local context and environment blow you me. And but at the same time too lo policy hemi identify too ikat all local commercial timber species, most of which all local timber blow you me, all trees blow you me, and then hemi identify 20 local commercial timber species where 13 of which are recommended blow man hemi save planem or farmers only save planem, but unfortunately focus blow most of farmer only focus on 5 priority species. Why heavy from support where government through law forestry and stop give him through law planting materials and all improve materials where only have a plan them. So I mean now we all list law commercial timber species. You have a fine law national forest policy at 20 of the species where you may promote them also more local timber commercial timber species. So law reforestation efforts back again also me tell them target where we stop me 20,000 hectares. To date, you may not have yet, so you may achieve him, finish or not yet. But also, me tell them by next year, you should complete him blended forest assessment where we currently ongoing, and then you must have a advice. Yes, you may achieve him 20,000 hectares or not. You got one data no more where you may want them share them. And me 2022 agriculture census. I got data from 15 islands. Hemi show him say you got 700 trees, approximately around 1,913 hectares of planted trees. And then Los Sandalwood alone hemi 356,509 trees or sandalwood trees will plant them. Approximately 891 hectares. So as much effort with forestry hemi make them, back again hemi interest for farmer, hemi take them up ownership, hemi have engaged inside law sector. And then you may cut to all previous programs, also industrial forest plantation with them local supply plantation where all plantations only still exist kasem today. Also Manaichom pine hemi got 800 hectares where hemi stop. Romango you make 320 hectares of Kodia, and Shakpei Lo Santo Lo IFP you make 392 hectares developed of different tree species with them all Kodia plantation of around 2,000 hectares where only stop most little islands Pluimilo Vanuatu, and all plantation only still exist, and you mean no lo site lo utilization you mean no go as far as you mean utilize one resource where me stop. Lo necessary production data for the past 5 years. You may look him say lo government necessaries alone. You may receive around 570,835 forestry seedlings. But the efforts of distribution may around 282,625 forestry seedlings where you may distribute to all farmers. So all challenges where you may stop facing inside law sector, particularly law department law forestry, challenge law side law budget. You may get a limited budget as compared to all Naravela department or Naravela ministry. So challenge law you may expand them efforts blow lo side blow reforestation and also for forest production in regards to blow support them all industries blow and be limited from financial resource blow and then one other challenge human resource. Forestry at the moment they be very understaffed and full lablo work blow only stable islands, and you have a look say all full lablo province blow also Toba where we got more than 10 islands. You make got one Ovisa no more, and Benama you make got 3 islands. You make got one Ovisa no more, and also Naravela provinces. So issue challenge blow staffing hemi still staff, and the metu hemi one all challenges where you need blow improve lah. Another one hemi shift in farmers interest or focus. Fulaman only no more interest lo sandalwood. I mean, as forestry as a whole, only change and focus on all short-term commodities. Another challenge is lack of specific commodity strategy. Some sandalwood, for example, we not got one strategy yet. Commercial timber development you know got one strategy. So hemi all challenges where you need to discuss them and come up and agree. Suppose we need to you make all strategy, blow you have a better way, blow better development all products here. The natural disasters you may service forestry me hit hard all time we got one natural disasters, some cyclone, and then me discourage some all farmers only engage lo sector ya. Number one me investors confidence you mean no look all some foreign investment lo side lo forestry me no cut maybe no got the enabling environment, maybe no got all policy directive where me have give him one confidence lo investors only have invest lo large scale or big scale lo sector ya. And then another one hemi local sawmill operators full up operators plo yumi only no active only no serious plo engage lo industry plo continue plo supply all domestic market plo yumi lo side plo timber. And finally you may look say all production forest plo yumi lo natural forest me stop go down me depleted you may no got full up productive forest around lo Vanuatu plo you may have harvest them local timber lo all natural forest plo yumi. Thank you Thomas.
Thank you Thomas, Acting Director Blow Forestry, Mr. Godfrey Pomelo presentation Blow you. And now let me give him one overview lo policy direction lo Department Blow Forestry lo next 5 years, and me want to recognize them all important stakeholders lo forum ya where you join me physically lo presence lo this morning where them lo live stream where we stop for them Yumi online plo save listen mo cut some certain views bliola lo presentation where Acting Director of Forestry hemi give him and hemi provide him some snapshot lo trivial programs plo Forestry Department to do with them commercial timber product, non-forestry product, sandalwood programs where hemi all 3 major program under lo policy framework lo Forestry Department, and we know them too importance lo governance structure lo Forestry in terms of policy. I mean labs finish lo 2023, and I think one very important area lo you may as a government lo you must review again this policy blo make them say policy blo yumi validated based lo context blo forestry needs and wants lo sector blo forestry blo make them say yumi got one clear roadmap lo next 5 years. Presentation blame to highlight them importance blo contact them forestry inventory whereby hemi completed by next year 2026, and by yumi look some realization lo all figures lo productivity start lo farm gate ikam lo all processes blimi all buyers blimi and ikolo export market hemi to hemi important lo yumi survey current status lo forestry with them 5 different forest products where hemi highlight them lo presentation blame hemi give him to some snapshot lo all past focus lo production blo seedling distributed produced and distributed data, and yumi as a forester yumi save quantify volume blo trees lo country as well as value blehem, and also importance lo existing land where hemi consists lo some lo forest product high value forest product lo strategic locations blo yumi lo Santo lo Ero mo Larvala Islands lo Vanuatu. I think hemi run down lo presentation blo policy overview blo forestry lo next the last 5 years or 10 years or so, and I come the next 5 years projection blow how you may want them look policy blow forestry me materialize lo the next 5 years and purpose blow forum blow you may give him serum or discuss or dialogue lo when him experience you may face him lo pass and how na you may have a system forestry department blow service strategically achieve him mission or vision or goal blow forestry and lo policy we have cut we have end finish lo 2023 but also legislation we have stop implement them. I think with them small talk reflection lo presentation by time me just past 10 o'clock by Yumi Saveko from morning tea ready behind low 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes you may come back and then you may have karam some or you may karam one photo group photo outside compliance manager me plus is a sort of communication manager is a arrange some group photo outside and you may come back. Then you may open up a small time lo discussion lo to the presentation where me happen lo this morning. Thank you. Think why you may pray from morning tea blue me behind the way. Thank you Father, thank you Holy Spirit, thank you Tapu Spirit, Holiness please that what me bless me ready now blow take him refreshment behind as can blow blessing blue bless him. Bless me everyone as we partake together. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So we shall resume back again before 10:30. Lo next session lo morning. Thank you. May I ask mo la staff plus forestry plus please me need him some helping hands no yung betul chalo please from you small then by you make one group photo lo please honorable MP plus you lo tafia Thailand by you na you staff lo please with the minister lo front lo please them teaching all directors and then by me ala mo kita lo cameraman bloli taking photo.
Yufalay leko yufla karamol coffee blue yufla kami imitakan foto. Pa imitakan foto lo front lo backdrop lo forum lo front. Please. MP miaskem yu motici tekem fes sitia wedem fes PA. Al director si vulai tekem sit timi tekem foto now. Olar yep.
Please, you will stop behind, yeah? Move from what time, Mr. Ko. Me one day no more, so you may everyone come, you may complete photo session, and then you go, you take coffee, play, and then you come back.
Joel, loko, come
Sit
photo
down.
Come photo.
You may continue your presentation. Thank you.
Please, imitakan foto.
Joel Nilwo.
Joel Nilwo.
Joel, please come to front.
Joel Olariep. Steve, Ariap, foto.
Okay, mi stop kola mi everyone backen blo mi come back lo tepol blo mi start second half lo this morning session blo meal presentation. But you make out 2 more presentation before you make all the lunch. Can someone be moderator? Okay, next present me Windy, the Forestry Department, by me present them one summary plo Sandalwood Forum where you me been organized them 2024. Plo you me reflect lo all decisions plo Sandalwood Forum and when I'm now update lo all activities where I in line with them. Forum plo Sandalwood lo 2024. So mi stop scam Windy plo come in and posol all ID pli mi uli sabe put map presentation ble manta plo screen plo yumi current presentation plo Sandalwood Forum. Thank you.
Okay, good morning again, Layumi. Me ba mi make a presentation long update lo Sandalwood Forum. But before me go into that update, let me just talk about some background information about Sandalwood. Sandalwood hemi one lol unique, or me say one valuable tree lo Vanuatu. I mean, slide the one name lo Sandalwood, but me scientific name lo Vanuatu Sandalwood hemi Santalum astrocolodonicum. Okay, why me tell him say sandalwood hemi valuable, mo hemi unique? It's because sandalwood hemi got hemi one tree where hemi grow to a certain meter, by me say around 12 meters, and it can go that far. And then one way me stop Salem out of sandalwood, hemi one santalum, where hemi one fragrance, one oil where me stop one perfume like smell, me stop inside oil plus sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood, hemi one commodity where hemi been traded long time before, like 1820s. Hemi been traded. It was one of the first commodity where Vanuatu hemi been traded in the 1820s. Lo Vanuatu, all sandalwood playumi hemi mainly owned by custom land owners. From most of the resources where you got by some all government officials and all other stakeholders, by you aware that all resources play you hemi owned by all landowners play you I go back on next slide. Okay, so sandalwood trade hemi one major revenue source lol farmers where hemi happen in the past, even today. Law forestry, outlaw commodities blame, or some way acting director, hemi talem, you got all non-forest timber products, sandalwood, hemi also one, including also commodity, that commercial timber. So sandalwood, in the past, hemi been one main revenue where most all family or get a village or list up Salem. That time a lot of people only just harvesting sandalwood, I'm only needing one something, only make him also an exchange, or list up exchange, lo carry money, lo list up all things we only need him all home. So in that same use plus sandalwood in the past, hemi happen until today. Even though resources hemi go down due to over harvesting, waste, but the use of sandalwood is still unique, and say mark where people always look sandalwood as one very important commodity. So let me just go back small more, like in the past when sandalwood, where people only find them out as sandalwood, hemi one all important trees were hemi valuable. There was a lot of harvesting going on until where one time where there was a depletion lol sandalwood play so must got one time where you stop him trade blow sandalwood, blow you have allow all sandalwood blow start grow. And during that time, I have mentioned him that it was only wild sandalwood where hemi been harvested. So time you stop him, there was a chance where you give him blow you look into all planted forest. You make a plantation where you encouraging people blow you must continue blow plant, blow you have maintain him sandalwood blow you Next slide. Okay, so while sandalwood hemi stop continue block out down, you got the government blow Vanuatu hemi come up with them all ways. Blow you have control them harvest blow sandalwood, make you have harvesting sustainably. Hemi got all regulatory framework, all rules where come in, all laws hemi come in, or regulation. Blow you have help. Blow you control them harvest blow sandalwood, most trading of sandalwood. So you got one law main one hemi your licensing system. Licensing system hemi one system where in other blow you have a current one you have a PEM sandalwood or you trade you PEM sandalwood lol farmers you must got one sandalwood license, and in other blow current license you must apply law Department of Forestry. After by hemi go through law screening process, and then by look say if you want genuine licensee or you want genuine applicant, by have give you one license law you have a trade inside season. So sandalwood too, because of this high rate blow sandalwood where we harvested, only Department of Forestry and the government me come up to with them idea blow you got this harvesting season where sandalwood is not allowed to be harvested just any other time, where you must harvest him inside one period, whereby hemi go through the ministerial order by minister blow Malf by hemi sign him blow you must have put them all time frame or one period where you must have a harvest or you must trade them sandalwood. Also we have the act, Hemi Forestry Act, where him also help you must have a control them sandalwood harvesting and trading. And you got code of logging practice where hemi one Emi one long time document where start lo have a help lo guide them all guide them people where list work lo forestry on and to do with trees lo list have follow them all rules where start after you make to management and control of sandalwood trade and export regulation where you need lo you must update them. Okay, over the past years, you got Pami started 2021 or some sandalwood. Time you got one season for sandalwood, usually he got all quota. You allocate them how much tonnage. It's in tonnage, not cubic meters, but you may stop PM sandalwood lo kilo. So in 2021, you may been got 80 ton. Okay, this 80 ton, if you may remember, lo Sandalwood Forum only been giving out some little handbook lo Sandalwood. There was this research were carried out by our foresters and with them help lo all get Australian research company only come help out. Only been put to 80 ton, hemi one allowable quota lo yumi lo each year, and that is only for 3 months. Emi blo 3 months no more, you must have harvest him 80 ton. Emi that amount has been put forward because law research only looks at you may harvest that amount, but you must have a continued you may harvest sustainably. So may happen also 2021 you may happen to have 80 ton, but then in 2022 you may receive him lots of feedback from all clients you may or licensee that they need to harvest more than 80 ton within that harvesting period, because now they have shift, they only move out low natural only come low plantation. So only looks at that 80 ton is only for the natural, but now as they look at only plant, they have a lot of sandalwood. We only want them to say, but only must stop trade them within that period. So sandalwood quota have been increased to 90 ton, but within that year, low that period, it was like 6 months. You may got just around 1 or 2 months into the trading season, only meeting finish quota. So there was a request where we must increase in bargain, you go to 200 ton. So that's how fast where people only tend to using sandalwood harvesting and exporting. You may start making a year. And then in 2023, by me look, you may make them tonnage, you go to 300 ton. From you may think say by like with that data you may got, where harvesting you may go up, you may want them say you may must work within the order, ministerial order, instead of you may work outside the hem. So you may use them the 300 ton, blow, make sure say all the licensee will apply, they have a quota, so they can work on that. So in 2023, it happened also, but we only managed to export 201 ton, around 201 ton, no more, you may been manage blow export them. That's why in 2024, you may go down back and 200 ton. For you may look say, a lot of reasons, maybe sandalwood is tough in Island Island, or maybe all sandalwood well is tough, is small no more, but all farm only look say, you got high quota, you must harvest no more, to they harvest the licensee reject them, but use them. A lot of harvesting happening, but the quality ones were licensee, well, stop trade, now, hemi very little. So you may stop 2024, it was 200 ton, but then you may not even meet him the 200 ton. In 2025, you may decide, you may make a tonnage, you may currently, hemi 100 ton. So you may got 100 ton now, but you may have export them starting July, kasem December. Thank you. Okay, so let me look at place here. Let me just some figures. Lo show him how sandalwood have been paid throughout law years. Yeah, you may got 2022, kasem lo 2024. But you may look at total sandalwood that was paid. So, let me all kilo. Yeah, 105 kilo. 105,000, and all sandalwood will only pay me now. Okay, but before me go into that, me just want them explain them that all data where you make at law place, yeah, all data where forestry collect them through law. One data where forestry collect them through law purchase order. Me got one official form law forestry where all licensee, duty block and the conditions probably staff full map where only PM sandalwood, name law farmer and all this information. So that's where all information come out. So me just stress a place from suppose one licensee me put one information where no straight, or suppose all writing no clear, all these things all data. So by look lo data, me just bring me aware the data, me come lo that place. Yes. So me got all data, me so me sell 2022. Hemi low little bit, hemi go 2023, go on top, and then it start go down. Nah? By me look lo graph where hemi all royalty received, hemi all money where all farmer only receive him lo each island. So by me look say, lo 2021 it was high, and then hemi go down, it went up again, and then hemi continue play go down. So hemi just by so hemi say maybe also the 2025 hemi one forecast royalty when we try using the data that is there, we just put one amount is that. So look with them 100 ton we allowed by royalty too, by me go down from only few farmers, probably Salem or Sandalwood Lolketa. So most of the sandalwood where you start trade them naya to hemi from plantations. So currently you mean Vanuatu sandalwood hemi traded mostly you mean no make them value addition, but you mean stop export them sandalwood no more. So they make them export them of sandalwood. Most of the sandalwood hemi go in the different types of forms blow sandalwood. They got all branches, you got all the different forms where only stop send them low container, equal lo China, Australia, all places the sandalwood blow mistako. And one something we stop, a lot of farmers too only stop want them sell them sandalwood directly lol buyer, but for them licensing system we must go through lo licensing before we start export. Okay, next. Okay, we been talk about all types of products, but we look place here. We just show me where you mean no have a good sandalwood. All some lol product where only stop to me like stop go inspect lo only send them out. We all photo lo place for Jonathan, maybe most place have even lo area for Stephen Nilwo, me like are some photo. Me all stamp, that means a full tree of stamp, me the whole tree. We only just have to clean him all back out with them stop wood blehem, and then natural blehem, and me stop lo the whole tree is sent. Only stop send them all kind wood to inside the container. So just imagine how much space is taken. Them all irregular shapes they go inside. So think lo value add, we must come strong. Okay, and then you got to have logs. Logs can be good for the logs. Sometimes you send them a log where hemi or water wood, or is a sick wood, have your description where stop well licensee with the farmer only familiar with them. Okay, and then you got all bats. Hemi all same stampa where the root is, come cut 10 centimeter or less, you go down the root, so you may refill them or same bats. Next. And then we have second cutting chips, hemi them all farmer or whoever licensee hemi pay wood, they start cleaning wood go just before hemi go custom lo natura, hemi all second cutting chips. For problem is tap on top, and then we have pre-grinded sandalwood. Since Mr. Woklo Forestry, me understand that Jonathan Numi is making pre-grinded for me using one more machine. We carry chips, and me go further processing, me go very small, me go small little bit. I think some might make him, but me no look. But me carry photo the place of Jonathan. And then you got some chips where hemi not sapwood or 2cc chips, but hemi all natural chips. And me notice him that you go out the field, but only cut them all hardwood, but only make them into chips. So me refer him as some natural chips. Okay, I think hemi data where hemi come out lo agri-census, hemi just saw him throughout Vanuatu, approximately 891, maybe acting director been mentioned in Finnish lo how much hectare have been planted. So it's around 47% of the established number of trees where only planted. Yeah? So I mean list all species with them all island where only plant lo hem. Yes. Yes, I think we've been mentioning small Finnish, all the different royalties. Hemi just one more specific where hemi spread out no more all islands. In the past years, hemi been got Eromango, 2021 ikam, and then Tana hemi take over, all farmers lo Tana bagay, no list up current. But hemi looks at the highest low, hemi Tana, Eromango, those two places, hemi lo Tafea province. Tuvla now, Tuvla main supplier of sandalwood. So sandalwood, hemi al market, by hemi look all main places where sandalwood blame is tako. You got Australia, China, and then we have Japan, Taiwan. But when we look say China, main place where sandalwood me go. Usually sandalwood go, me stop one centralized place where only just stop go, only start them out lot time where whoever have me interest la him, only stop sell them. So everything and me go to China, only keep him good, lot time where only look price and everything, only stop sell them out, lol retails, lol keta. Thank you. Yes. So with all this, when we been talem, you got full up thing you been come lo all stakeholders, all farmers, even lo government. Sandalwood, hemi no one easy commodity whereby you deal with them. Lo office, everything, you may face them all challenges. From say sandalwood, hemi one unique tree. Suppose hemi no one unique tree, but you know got full up things where it happen all same. So given that, you may come up with a forum, lo you may have a harem ting all farmers, even all licensees, you got all buyers were invited. So the first ever forum we got now, hemilo 3 to 5 of April, hemilo to 2024 last year. Hemi been happen lo Melanesian. So lo that forum, you may been got 31 resolutions. All resolutions were developed lo time ya, and hemi been signed by the Minister of Trade and Commerce and Minister lo Livestock, Forestry and Biosecurity. So out of that 31 resolutions, you may got one or two main ones where hemi, the main one where hemi been accomplished, hemi resolution 5 and 6, hemi you may form one technical working group committee. So hemi been happen lo year lo July 14 and 15, hemi happen where only form one group, and you may manage lo put some names you go inside. You got some where only no been attend, so by need to confirm. There is a group where hemi in place where been happen all time, yeah. And the other thing where hemi in progress right now, hemi Sandalwood strategy, where hemi in the draft form. So maybe time finish, but you miss have a use them. And other resolutions or some awareness and loan assistance where hemi been. One of the main topic too inside the forum, in progress at the moment. Like whenever there is a activity, usually you may take a molgeta blow, NBV blow, likam blow. Save talk blow, give him some choices, lol farmers, which type of loan only save take him. So at the moment, technical working group, no set the one face stated blow meeting. Okay, hemi just all resolutions play you me. We just want to say all 31 resolutions way stop. Yes. Okay, some of the challenges where you may face him in terms of sandalwood, delay with the planted forest inventory. Planted forest inventory, one expensive exercise where officer only go out, list make a sampling, some bigger areas, bigger hectares, only make them 100% count, small areas. So hemi still ongoing now, yeah. Only flat and finish efate, only go lo malakula, na ya list up lo santo. So like the officers are working on it, and hopefully by next year, or some acting director Italian, by we got some information la hemi, but we service threat how much sandalwood we have, and one of the future block sandalwood block country. The other challenge where you may face in terms of sandalwood, all farmers, only some all farmer only change them all focus lol keta and only start focus on other commodities. Yeah, but you may face full up only look say sandalwood it take a long time to mass play you wait, or sandalwood you mean not sure whether by got natora or no, or maybe you got all sick plus sandalwood stuff. So only 10 lol things where they can easily look after, or only have a current money lehem. And then another one, lack of sandalwood processing facility and value adding. Hemi stop also one main resolution blow forum too. Say you may want them say we must value add lo country. Instead of sending bigger containers out, you may carry no more small oil or soap or whatever, and then we can just send it overseas. So hemi one challenge play you me. And then continued non-compliance, hemi through, I think hemi happen lo other department as well. Full up only want they walk, but you may walk no walk for them all laws way stop or regulations. So heavy stop cause them full up challenges law officers and even the farmers from non-compliance. The last one mi vlai putum hemi all agent need to review the current sandalwood regulation. Yumi got regulation be hemi out hemi long time finish only been mekem or semi tale mi shift out from wild yumi come law planted. So you need to blow yumi move change some regulation blow hemi cater for the current happening. Yes, I think hemi no more. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas. Wendy, lo presentation lo Sandalwood Forum 2024 summary where you give him out lo this morning and we give him some interesting data mo all resolutions where he happened last year and he very important Sandalwood sector blimi he na he look at ada mo value lo economy blimi with them rural communities blimi lo areas where list up growing Sandalwood and still Sandalwood pa hemi one lo dominant product blimi lo forestry sector lo makem sure se yumi realize all benefits blem start lo level block government ikukasem lo private sector small farmers blimi. What I'm interested time blimi start run very fast because yumi sabekat one last presentation lo this morning before yumi go lo some group discussions roll over go lo lunch. By you holem title questions and answers me for now suppose alright with them yumi mi sabe se plan de yumi inside the room yumi got plan de comments questions lo presentation we come mi want them invite them acting director of forestry Mr. Godfred Pome plo hemi come make him one last presentation blem lo this morning lo market trends and data and trade data lo sector lo forestry lo yumi look position lo yumi lo Vanuatu lo Pacific region with the lo Pacific Island countries mo also look scope lo market lo forestry products lo yumi we stop go overseas as well as lo domestic markets lo yumi lo pleasure while acting director hemi stop come in me want them also introduce the next moderator we bahemi take me next half blote de io bahemi kam moderate small lo session blemi lo with them all discussions blo yumi go smoothly with them forum blemi lo forestry lo today. Thank you acting director forestry momi asta askem all IT personnel blo lisa project them slide blo market trend and trade data lo acting director of forestry. Thank you. While director hemi stop kami got one comment lo social media hemi one farmer lo West Coast Santo hemi dalam saya lihat plan de Sandalwood stop lo we oli want them sabe all payas pues oli sabe ko oli pemol Sandalwood trees lo kita lo West Coast yes so hemi mata lo discussions you may not sabe how much tonnage luwe how much isa full map one container blo Sandalwood luwe but me one comment ikam lista wet lol paya blo Sandalwood. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, moderator. By me, try best to run fast. I think one short presentation mo. Lo side lo market trained lo sound timber or timber industry. I think lo side lo Sandalwood when the touch land finish. Lo side lo market trained and all export information. So, by way of background information, sound timber industry blo yumi lo Vanuatu hemi categorized under lo 3 main operations. One by you have a look all timber yards where you make out lo Santo with them lo villa where all timber yards only aita only own him one sawmill only harvest them timber lo bush after only come only salem lo timber yards lo olgeta or only save import them to New Zealand pine and then only save salem lo timber yards lo olgeta so few lo all the timber yards lo yumi around lo Evate mo I mean lo Botville mo Luganville either only own him one sawmill or only save BEM or timber or local sawmills or Naravela Islands and then only Kamblo Salem lo timber yards blo algeda. Nara operation the only stationary sawmill where you make at lo Vanuatu Mel Coffee sawmill lo Santo owned by Steve Croucher. So hemi lo past 20 years or so hemi engaged lo one large scale logging operations where we harvest them timber out lo natural forest, but then later on hemi establish him on a whitewood plantation blahem and then hemi continue low one medium scale lo harvest them all blended whitewood blahem and then hemi operate them or hemi produce timber lo sawmill blame lo Sando. And then of course suppose you go around lo Fulab lo islands lo Yumi lo Vanuatu bamba you look him all sawmill operators all Lucas portable sawmill we only stop only engage inside lo sawmilling or some one business and then only produce some timber lo Save Salem or lo benefit him or for the purpose of timber needs for all communities. So it got one study and been produced supported by Farmer Plus and find them out one total production lo sawn timber local sawn timber production and around 10 to 15,000 cubic meter produced every year and information like 10 years happened for the past 10 years and then with them one worth a value of 398 million Vatu 571,720 Vatu lo timber products and all Naravela end products out of timber industry. So unlike Melkovi sawmill, all timber processing operation lo Vanuatu more on a small scale production where look at all operators sawmill only operate all mobile sawmilling and then only engage all selective logging approach where only current sawmill will get only go inside the bush and then only select them one good fella tree only save produce some timber outlet and then only harvest them blow hemi save supply timber demand domestically and then with a small surplus for export purposes. Next. So regarding sawn timber industry or export lo Vanuatu currently it got I think also we mentioned him earlier it got two export activity no more it got whitewood where whitewood product where me exported by Melkovi sawmill lo Santo and then you make it on a small scale all hardwood species ployumi also koyo more blue water where you will look him small export lo go outside lo Vanuatu and blue water mostly exported lo China and koyo lelebet lo New Caledonia with them to lo China. As you compare Vanuatu with the Molnaravla Pacific countries, also PNG mo Solomon, Vanuatu is way small, lo side lo timber production and also export lo timber products. So production rate lo yumi or volume lo Vanuatu hemi very small as compared to all Pacific neighbors lo yumi. Regardless that small volume where you cut lo Vanuatu hemi benefit him all operators speak one economically and hemi support him rural economy and also some all industries we only involved inside lo sector or industry lo timber. So I made one information where you may current lovis plus statistics. One sawn timber export data from 2021 to 2024. So you have a look him all years here, and then value in terms of fatu in million with them all ton where you may export them. So suppose you look at me one very small tonnage as compared to the quantity of imported New Zealand pine or sawn timber when we come outside and we dominate them local market. So I may all need where you may need to address them, you may grow them or engage more commercial timber tree development program, you may have a grow more local timber rather than you may depend on timber when you come outside. Next. Okay, so MAME one comparison low side low timber where you may import them outside, it come inside as compared to the production volume where you may cut low Vanuatu. So, but we go down low total no more low quantity low for the past 5 years. You may look in 4,701,607 cubic meter of sawn timber where you may import them outside. With the total value of 2,805,147,000 fatu where you may must send them go outside blow help them economy blow New Zealand. So Gravian too, let me stop showing the information lo site lo imported timber. And with them imported timber, you may knock out one regulatory framework in place. You may regulate them import, but you may only regulate them local timber sawmilling industry. You may pay me we come outside. You may in the meantime you may knock out one framework. You may regulate them importation timber. So maybe one information blow timber imported by country. So dominant country where me timber production may come outside. New Zealand with them one volume below 4,594,000 cubic meters below sawn timber. And then you may get the Solomon Island, you may get Australia, you may get China, Fiji, Japan, with them Korea. So now me all volume big country. And then all Naravla products, timber products will come outside. All products also small table, all Naravla timber products. Me one imported importation data where me looking one total quantity of 9,204,455. So it's so huge. You look at one big gap below imported timber quantity as compared to the local production. So I think these challenges are for Sandalwood. Can you go to the next slide? Yes, so timber challenges, timber imports and export need to be regulated. In the meantime, you may not get one, as we mentioned them, you may not regulate them good. While you make out one mobile sawmill regulation in place, regulate them local timber industry, but hemi outdated a little bit, and you may need to review them. But at the same time too, you got need to regulate them importation outside timber. Plo emis have help you may promote them or local industries you may got one blended forest act in place where me not really enforced plus have ensure commitment lo side lo production forestry lo emi help them all farmers or industries lo lis have produce local timber. You may get one very low timber production due to limited resources and the efforts where you start making through all reforestation activity. Very few farmers only take up initiative or thinking support them sector while full up only focus on narafla activities. Nara challenge too, you may get full up timber yard where only stop. Probably only regulated under law industry or minosave, but also one only Salem on forest product. Look stop say you may need to regulate them too all timber yards. Lo thing say you must have access them or collect them all data lo get from. In the meantime you may not get one good relationship. Lo continue to provide them all data and me to lo side all sawmill industries you may all get all comply enough provide them all looking data all get up you must have look at how much quantity you may be being harvested in country. Also me mention them earlier you may got one program with non timber forest product. Maybe one program where you may want them kickstart them next year, 2026 for the next 5 years. Challenge where we stop. You may not get one policy or regulatory framework side non-timber forest product. For the past 5 years, Department of Forestry may not capture them inside the business planning process plan. But the good thing say naya next year you may capture them non-timber forest products in one major program you may implement them inside the business planning. You may got yes also you know got one strategy in place for non-timber forest product, but fortunately FAO may step in support them you may have develop them one non-timber forest product strategy. So thank you Kolo FAO probably came up by me probably by next year you may should get one strategy non-timber forest product. Thank you Thomas.
Thank you, Acting Director. Ating mi conclude mo la presentation splimi. Lo program mi ko straight lo time lo question and answer session. So suppose you got any questions, comments, you may give him small time lo you may carry out all question and answers. I think before you may go, I think got one talo FAO, I think we'll start for them you me, and only got one questions, or got one question in regard to Sandalwood strategy. In question comes say why now you mean got one strategy in place. Think ako talo forestry li provide one answer le place. se all draft hemi develop after we working group hemi been established, so make se hemi no been stop inside the mandate lo working group, but only stop work lo revise all resolutions lo working group lo make se sandelut strategy save kampat lo resolution lo make se lipas mi kam lo vis lo Director General lo mi save approve. Mila small time lo question and answers. TG.
Moderator, thank you all presentation. I could play me dissect them forestry and forestry products. I got two set of presentation here. One me law side law timber and non-timber products. And the latest one me just before me law side law sandalwood. Got full of place here me will I fail. Me will I slack. The side law policy move look at them straight road. And this is why you will I stop law place here. You will all stakeholders. You will I need them wisdom you will. Will I look forestry policy here me expire finish before last year. Me will I have been taking one initiative, me will I make him one arvala one, will I replace him. Me failure, me will I inside. Me will I need him voice, me will I give him direction too. Say I think policy him in a straight road play me follow him. That's why me carry me come down no strategy. Play try and give him targeted intervention activities. That's why me tell him like if you so by no more policy by me strategy. So that me targeted intervention when you want to carry out. No next year you go kasem 2030. So me will highlight them all presentation here because full of place and me Mr. Wish say you will all stakeholders he talk lo me will. Side law sandalwood and side law timber and non-timber products. So if you always stop following me online, please help him discussion. Please shape him road more how you may work out the next 5 years. I mean critical play me talk naya. Let me like karam ting play from look what me like hide back and behind. Let me like develop a policy by got voice play you. Got contribution play you. Me will I want them harem voice please.
Thank you, TG. TG raise one concern lo please about policy by staff law discussion law. You me all expect law forestry discussion me look honorable MP play me and me raise him hand by me. Give him time.
Good morning, Law. Good morning, Law, you everyone. Good morning, TG. Sorry, Minister and staff. Good morning, Law, you everyone. Where you have staff, Law, morning. Thank you, Law, you have a chance, Law, me have. By me staff share more thing, me no represent them. Any man, bisa me staff talk lo experience no mo. With them all information we forestry me present them by you have a look no mo say lo data ya me stop decline. Ami tell them also from lo policy lo forestry first time me been cut time one license me stop Pami talk about history law. Time Sandelut before he got 2 license no more. He been got 2 license no more. And he been got control of price. Been got control of price. They can say every farmer only come only call 2 no more. Ita only call him was price no straight only call narawan. At time we talk about maximum benefit for all farmers. Today you may got 10, 20 license. And by got difference lo bisa. Mimi wanem ko pak no mo lo data we I think Wendy hemi present them by you look at meet up decline. I think one lokata something where you may experience it, me start talk about lo eromango, especially time you look all man only no more interest pro planem sandelut from before forestry and me start giving out all seedlings. Me give out all seedlings, and me give out free seedlings no more. From you got one management fee where all license you pay. Ikam lo forestry department and fee na only you sum lo iko pak lo lista pemol plastic minus seedlings. Tete inomokat after lo 5 maybe 10 years. By you may look sabe no mo se sandelut replanting and me decline. Nemia mi one peak for la problem lo talem lo you miss patient ting lo you mi lo data we stop today. And data we stop with them experience me no sabe say how far pa you mi sabe ko lo you mi continue to export. And me lo personal ting lo mi think say forum ya you mi stop talk I could you mi must find one solution suppose you mi sabe ko lo panem santelut. Sandelut ibin pan before lo while harvesting mino sabe lo poswan lo kata visa lo forestry sabe talem be olipin panem sandelut lo some lo few years after olipin open embargo and you sabe look say kat one lo kata issue tete lo market lo yumi tete you must compete with them Australia have Mr. harvest them na ya sandelut we likolem alpam we mi plo India around 1,500 to 2,000 tons every year is takolo China. So experience we mi finance the time we mi pinsta export before kasi tete price mi drop. You know sa for sem one pa lo one price na ya. From price market mi post na ya mi drop in price. So I think you may compete with them when we stop and by hemi give you more stress you may continue to harvest them also small sandelut. Ale by lo future status plus sandelut you may lawan watu by hemi drop. And meeting say kapan you should take him one stanaya plo you may go plo panem. Ita you may panem or you may give him license lo one man mo hemi control him sandelut license mo hemi sabe control him price too. From today you stop talk about price. Plande lo license we only stop give him out na. Saman only karem license no mo. All man will stop him sandelut only kam height lo license only drop him price ko lo farmer direct. Mekim sihat o se pami make one example suppose prata hemi karem one license mi karem one license mi ko pem santeru lo price lo fapa mi kara kam one paya hemi kam mi usum mi pem one license lo mi pem one farmer lo one different price we low how no by mi karem license by mi compete. So pleasure now ikut lo also mi sabe se kat one committee we list up only set up lo committee only should go as far as only local pleasure. Ayumi no sabe talem tata data ya after you stick them from market to hemi post. Lo employee market hemi post lo every something. And meeting set market stress pro market hemi stop. Naya lo Australia from Australia hemi stop send them more tani lo China. Or kita wali ka mi good lo yumi control pos yumi need lo panem or yumi give him license lo one man mo. One o kafman hemi sabe control be ikat one window no mo blo sandiru blo Vanuatu ya outlem. Because you may allow him tom tikan hari inside lo industry apa you may lose some status plus sandiru de. Emi one comment blo mi number two comment emi about timber. Lo you may lo eromango you may got plante olu tu sana vista bim dalam si kat plante forest all wood plo forestry e mistanap And lo 1950 to 1960 pingat one company pinkam exportem kauri lo ipota. Suppose you go back lo place where you been harvestem kauri lem plante kauri kropagan. And me understand se former director lo forestry staff ya tate isabe talem. And me fly kat plante uti staff. How now forestry sabe make one policy where you misabe ko, you misabe make one locking lo one fasten lo code locking practice where you cut lawyer staff finish. You make one policy lo one company, me harvest them. From olute you know sabe rely them from cyclone and me start move plante lo lute ali rotten finish. You know sabe start. And suppose you stop talk about lo subsidize them. Pain wo yung stop importe me kam. One lokata ting meeting se pambay mi sabi wo kami. Yumi find them one company wo mi sabi kam mi sabi selectively harvest them molut. Yumi replant them molut also mahogany, for instance, or white tooth. From yumi no sabi from tamanu tate isabe correct me but tamanu hemi no sabi stop long time hemi try. Hemi kam, hemi roten ya now. Animi kat 1,000 cubics of tamanu, hemi stana bista roten le romango. And mino sabe, wotem interest mi stap harem director plo forestry acting, hemi stap talk about mahakoni. Mahakoni tu ikam one invasive species plo yumi le romango. Why you forestry no sabe kam harvest them? Why now only ko plane male na emi kam mekem se all wild pig only ko sta kaitlem only sta kailman you no sabe ko harvest them. So you sabe mekem ta teta you milu kloblisa be ibisa stana be mi kam one invasive something. Isema klo kotia. So also Mr. Tok ya loblisa also mi talem finish. Mr. Tok ko tem experience. I suppose you Mr. Tok about lo site lo timpa. I think maybe one rote, but try make one policy where hemi sabe create them work, hemi sabe create them two income. You mean make a policy where hemi costa sleep no more, you mean no. So lo tuwala ting meeting say lo santelut ikat two no more hemi panem, or you make him license lo one man no more, and by hemi. Every license you come only pass through the one man or one market no more. Otherwise, by got too much price, too much tom tikanari olista rondo. Ikat too much man olista blo vilaya. Olista ko karam santilu dolbot oli pass through lol Chinese ya. By usek no more oli karam one registration book plo forestry kam oli give him data hemi incomplete. Anemia Mr. Taunya Mr. Tok or forestry officer lista pare or kata weli or committee lisa you very much look from hemi important because you want them to talk about sustainability below industry. Thank you too much.
Okay, thank you Honorable MP. You raised some important concern lo plesia. Me believe se acting director sta take note lem mating first one we minote me mi plo low supply versus high demand. After one now, something way you propose some ting lo blesya plo limit him license katwan window no mo plo go through lem lo site lo sante lut after narawan lo site lo timba how na pampa imisave developem o lokem all plants pli mi awa imisave lokem all samvala species plo timba we mi planem lo eromango and yes you refer them semnai kamol invasive me also want them by acting director provide them some response lemya but me also take them one comment we come online lo one I believe say me one forester lo West Coast Santo nemblem Watson Viran. Thank you too much we use have putum consent blue tu ikam West Coast so mi misave access emi hat. So question blow Watson say how now pampai hemi savekat access lo all service delivery we forestry save provide them lo help mem. Memi one question we come. Tate mi kara one more lo you after ale pa mi kivim lo acting. Pai
thank you Thomas Chris, well, thank you. Congratulations MDG with the all directors, minister. Lo saya putum forum ya, lo misal luk lo sectors. We sanda lo ministry lo agriculture. As lo this morning, nemlo mi tate. We been work lo forestry before. We live in forestry. I think 7 years now. Behat lo mi been still start with them team law ministry of agriculture. Yes, thank you Thomas. Lo this morning we want to start by we want them say me putum hand together no from Pita Pata, Steve Nilwo, mo MP Tomkor. Ol kita na lisa lidim forestry. So mi clap small. MP way tok hemi former minister. Same time hemi sandalwood na hemi tekem hemi kama MP. Steve Nilwo with them business blem lo sandalwood hemi pemanship. Nemblem cafe starting. Yes. And then Pita Pata. Yes, simple heme tiwi treda. Na ibem narawan bakan be memang di belah sandalwood ya. Yes. And then tami misako lo White Sands no beach lo tanah. Bos lo wes taki mi free beer from hemi talam se sandalwood na megam se hemi megam business lo bangkalo ble malista megam manilhem. Okay, thank you Thomas. I think we want to start lo talamol sem se without the captain by ship inosairon kut. Without one captain by ship inosairon kut. So meeting se issue lo director lo forestry Pradablo Medici you could blame me look lem. Anything one lo istablo way lo i-guide them, ilidim so that all officers only sabe concentrate lo work lo kita and then only move forward. Narvla something way stop I think immediately more trend foresters immediately some trend foresters. Misal sa lo agriculture ika plande way mi trend but forestry hemi nokat plande. Naya I think you mi pick him up you mi way kami school agriculture, but forestry is a very technical area. It's a makol fisheries. Okay, mi want them talem no mo se imino mas forget them. Just imagine an island without forest. So sino ka tree bambay also one. All time mi mas think about him. So time mi stablo forestry mi sa talam se bush blemi o forest blemi mi free supermarket. You come stablo town ko no work you go be. You sa town ya now. Mi one free hardware. Mo hemi one free hospital. So you must continue to promote them all work blemi. You no cut them down every wood from you got all work blemi stabit. Forest policy hemi go finish. I think all kita lo FAO li want to help lo side lo policy and then work now some director hemi talem. Hemi got forest landscape restoration strategy where hemi been developed finish. But kasem tete hemi no endorsed. So hemi very difficult sometimes time one product we mi no endosem imi sabe karem ikoblo karem support lehem. So acting director while you sa talk with MPW please imi organize them blo imi try blo finalize them and then endorse them So mi kan one product we sabe gim lo Oldonas. Lo li sabe Oldonas one look signature lo minister. Sandalut strategy project we mi look at them now hemi fund them hemia. And I start with them vela. So please look him lo imi sabe endorse him from him na hemi osem DG talem tabi buat lo policy ikolo strategies or something na imi dim. Lol data we mi look lo plesia you mi look se lande mo timba I come inside. Yesterday mi talk about se suppose mi sa stop him lelebet rice. So si Mr. Rice, pambay imi kakayet. Pero so si Mr. Timba, lo no come inside. Pambay imi kasem lelebet problem. You need to regulate them timba where hemi come inside. By me talam sa hemi no fair time where imi give license so imi regulate them. Ol kita wali katem timba blemi mo salami ko outside. Be time where hemi come inside. Hemi free no mo. So meeting say mi sabe work probably next year blow regulate them. Because suppose you regulate them, bambay mi putum information, we bambay hemi help them all users blow timba. Imi sabe say mi stop lo one place where cyclone hemi come all time mi tear them down all house blow mi just because imi usum wrong timba lo wrong place. One time we look one timber where only putum blow only right them lo emblem say NST which is non-structural timber. But timber na imi usum blow all structure blow house blow mi. Timber grading standards. You could lo time where forestry you review structure blow you. You must cut one timber grader. Where me stop. Hemba by help lo how lo regulate them timber when we come inside. Sandalwood, MP talk about plante, minimum one talk about. But you may sabe move forward with them all products where you no consume them locally. Be ikat consumer outside. Hemia now. You sabe winning more money hemi come inside. Suppose you produce one product, but you do you kakai. You do is the haram kut lehem. Then you could blame ting say how na by me. From so you put me go by trouble now be sandalwood hemi one product we outside na mo kakai. You me no kakai. So you could blame me look lo hemia. Imi bintan ng Port Vila ikam Sandalwood City. With them ting se by Vanuatu him become Sandalwood Nation. Yes. By look lo set lo o track lo municipal. One flower is tablo blesya. Eme flower lo Sandalwood. Imi mas forget them heme. Only start promote them. From Port Vila hemi Sandalwood City. With them way forward lo karemo people blow plan wood. Olman only osem you must play with them mind blow ting blow man all time. Mani no say ka make them something no mo. You must go talk with them, must support them. One them now support we make him lo all farmers. Training him enough. Probably training him enough. From say some local farmers here. Oli sabe plan wood, oli sabe plan all crops here, bitimimi. So they don't need him training, only need him probably small selen or something else. So he could play me look. Lo some not ways, how play me say promote him here. And yes, me sabe say kat full up ting oli sab go round. Lo how he me say move forward. So big man, small comments lo minimo. Me happy blow imi stable pesa me contribute to get up development blow sector. Thank you too much.
Okay, thank you. I think Director sorry pa mikim lo Director posikat sam response lo sam lo la queries or questions ka male pa mi kivim lipa kan sorry.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Thank you all comments raised. I think by me touch first time lo comment were me raised by MB Tom Kaur in regards to the possibility lo you must have a Panem sandalwood trading. So in the past, even got some time where government me Panem harvesting blow sandalwood or trading blow sandalwood for certain number of years, blow ensure sustainability or productivity blow sandalwood. And thinking he always stop and he been discussed planned to lo forum lo sandalwood lo last year and also sandalwood forum he become lo agree lo set them up the technical working committee so inside lo ting blow me panem sandalwood trading and me stop to inside lo resolutions here. So one lo task pro sandalwood technical working committee and me pro look him how you must have implement them all resolutions here. And so also me haram technical working committee and me just set up I think few months ago. Only yet pro cut all meetings, only yet pro discuss them all resolutions and allocate them all tasks as to how or which institution may be responsible pro carry out this resolution. So lo level blow department the idea blow imi panem hemi possible no more and also me you stress and planted lo side lo planted forest inventory where me going on and me fly want them suppose you me complete him planted forest inventory and then you me look him the availability blow data blow sandalwood Hamas sandalwood you me got lo Vanuatu lo one them islands and then lo one them by age then you must have make one technical assessment as to whether productivity I must go down. Blow you must have a current yumi, blow you me put some pan for some certain number of years, and then you must have open back again. So blow answer him query blow MB. I think by me must have talem say me subject blow decision blow sandalwood technical working committee, and then also lo outcome lo planted forest inventory in regards to sandalwood data lo Vanuatu. And then narawan mi lo site blow number blow sandalwood license. Yes, I'm true. I think in the past they got 2 license no more li operate lo sandalwood industry, and then government mi become lo benem up blow mi save increase him number blow licensee no more blow give him opportunity lo man bless blow me engage inside lo industry and you may look full of manually interest inside lo industry and one lo reason why you make a 2 license no more in the past I mean from sandalwood been harvested lo wild or lo wild stand but now you may find them out say most lo sandalwood me harvest them na I mean lo planted forest And then ikat all farmers too, we only plan him sandalwood, only interest blo get tu only obtain more license blo only save trade blo save gain a maximum benefit. And you be mindful say with them some lo decision also me pa you miss have make him blo farmer he miss have lose interest inside lo sector but hemi bagagen hemi subject lo discussion blo yumi lo tete and then yumi look him with them all resolutions blo last year and then you must have come up with the one way forward as to hemi right blo you must have reduce the number blo license. We got all issues where MBM resem in regards to all challenges where we face lo side lo licensing system. So also my presentation this morning, I got need to review current sandalwood regulation, and also I got need to technical sandalwood technical working committee. We must look back in lo sandalwood strategy. The idea of having a sandalwood strategy in place, we must have a guide them all development process for sandalwood industry. So, one very important activity where it need to happen. Lo site pro timber production and specifically MBM been mentioning Eromango. Also we got potential timber and you service Eromango me one forestry island where me got huge forest resource lo blessa. I think you know got the government hemi no stop them any sawmill or any company blow hemi operate or hemi harvest them timber lo all islands blow yumi be I got all policy or regulation in place finish blow hemi guide them all process blow is have got one locking operation lo one island blow yumi lo Vanuatu. So again hemi subject lo interest lo one investor or hemi subject lo interest lo one locking company or also hemi subject lo interest lo on land owners or resource owners supposedly when they engage inside lo industry lo timber harvesting, then government hemi stop lo facilitate them all process through lo all laws and regulations where hemi cut. So meetings enabling environment lo process cut finish. Probably the interest or suppose government hemi no doing enough, then you may need to discuss further. The rest of the day, you must have find one way forward. Address some issues here. And I think lo side lo comment lo tate hemi no raise many questions, but hemi raise all very valid points where me too me share some concern with them in regards to current leadership or department. I think department hemi start without one director for 1 year bus finish, 1 year 6 months I think. So hemi one agent matter blow. Maybe just one administration matter, forestry with the ministry, must seriously look ensure say got one strong management team department. Thank you.
Thank you, Ting Director. I think you suppose you have clear yung small comment lo Watson Viran lo West Coast. Mr. Paskem ya say how now have from place me far away access he had got some possibility lo yumi or he got some plans stop lo yumi have provide mul service kasi mul kita.
Okay, so me Misho se maybe hemi one lo all sandalwood farmer, no zoom mi save West Coast hemi one lo all areas where sandalwood hemi grow or hemi occur naturally in the way. I think 3 weeks ago I got one instruction when me come out lo office plo minister with them office plo dichi plo ikat one sandalwood stock take lo West Coast sando. So you may send them all officers only go visit him all sandalwood farmers lo West Coast pro sando, and naya you may talk ikat one report, one assessment report establo office plo dichi vinis. You may look plo how you may save help more farmers plo me lo West Coast. So with them small report or assessment we may carried out. Hemi indicate them say mature sandalwood lo West Coast. Hemi total on estimated quantity of 15 to 20 ton where may available is that. So discussion is that naya from report ikasen you may finish below you may find them way below you may support them all farmers below West Coast below probably help with them transportation or plus have caramel sandalwood bolgata is have come lo one accessible place where licenses only have caramel sandalwood bolgata. Thank you.
Thank you, Acting Director. We give you a small time pa again. Director Livestock.
Thank you, Moderator. Firstly, Madam Talam, thank you. You may acknowledge all past directors, you may love forestry, with them all principals, more senior officers. Where for so long you may no appreciate and work well in making. I think we just want them to tell them take them time here, to acknowledge them. Some only pass on finish, some only start with them you may. But also you may have the presentations. This sector we represent them one law that largest natural resource per you me. Moderator, me cut a number of points where we want them raise them. Some of me all comments, but some of me all questions where we want them raise them this midday. Firstly, I think Moderator, I'm very sad. Looks in local planter farmers, all buyers, with them all processes. Only service staff lot is very important commodity forum. You may acknowledge them MP with them few we only stop with them you may. We only show them hat blow kata. Only service staff with them you may lot today. Why me tell them say people we only no stop with them you may. Today me all people we only seeing out also Nasibiru outside. But this is the forum we only should come only raise all concerns blogata. I mean look sad we only no come in say only no respect them industry or sector where stop promote them more livelihood premium depend them. Somewhere for my director I rightly mention them. Hospital play you, supermarket play you, more every something. Me staff whisper looks presentation quantify the total quantity more value all other products with forest firewood, charcoal. Me remember say former director when that day I been making one presentation a few years back where I clearly show him contributions to this sector where I support them livelihood play me. So I may first comment play me. We want them to ask him say one question by me come you me all officials lo acting director mo team se suppose only sabe ki provide them yumi data lo planted sandalwood per island per province mo national lo emi sabe ki yumi one picture plus sustainability of this industry lo yes way stop kam suppose wale kata tata pa emi kut lo yumi sabe this forum emi sabe awelhem and maybe suppose we knock out, but I think he got some inventory where police I provide them. Not only sandalwood, but maybe all other forest planted products where you must talk about. Another one where me want them to ask him to, I think law presentation, one law means something where why you may continue to you may export, say you know kat processing facility. Our processing facility plot is very important commodity. Maybe suppose we may one all questions where you may have current one answer them. You may look the presentation and me show him to some importations plo all timber come all nara nearby Pacific Island countries play me. We just want them to ask him no more say all importations I mean no post them any risk. Lo say pro pest introduction pro pest motisis. Me why me remember Mr. Small time what them mokatalo security me will conduct them risk assessment. Lo one applicant where we want them carry some import them some timber lo Solomon Islands and me remember correctly that principal biosecurity officer and then me go through law assessment and me advise against unless she got all confirmations lo you know Solomon Islands that by not got any risk lo all importations lo all timber products we pay me come. Next one, I think MP mentioned them some utilization plo all kodia we naya some plant yumi only recate mo some one invasive species throughout lo Vanuatu. Ikatani plants stop sepa pa yumi utilize them. Suppose we me cut then maybe me could plo yumi identify all more mention them about them plants plo utilization plo some lo all kodia plantations where only plant purposely lo some lo selected islands plo yumi lo country. Next to do with them all senile coconut palms where only stop naya lo most islands plo yumi. Ikat any plant sepa emetu pa yumi utilize them ikamol sem all timber product plo support them all building or machinery industry plo yumi lo country. Me one other question. Me want to ask him lo side plo levy. I think this lo presentation sandalwood me one all product where me traded since 1800 second. And we just want them to have no suppose where it got a specific levy where Mr. collected plus support them this sector. Why Mitalam Mosemia or some percentile Mitalam? I think one of the main challenge for me lo forestry and to do with them budget allocation. I think me want something where while you want them you may promote them sector but support where me come lo budget no medium needs where me stop. So I think maybe one lo areas where you may have explore them, ploy support them sector. Final one, me want them ask him no more say, you got some operators where only come, only operate, only no comply with them all regulations plo yumi. But you may still allow Makotaplo only operate. Even some law officers plo yumi only part law operations plogata. Me just want them to ask him no more say when them plants pueblo pa yumi sabe controlem ol kata we oli camplo oli no camplo oli sustainably harvestem resource pe yumi lo purpose we oli should stop pe oli camplo mo plo oli operate without following all conditions we stop all license we only apply from. So I think Motreta mena mi some lol comments mo some lol questions we mi raise them. Suppose we give me sabe karem some clarity lo always lo acting director mo some always we mi lo forestry. Thank you Thomas.
Thank you Director Plumilo Livestock. By me LPMU acting director lo samrol questions we raised be you tram go through lo emia we you know them town lo answer all questions no mo we director me raise them.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you, Director Livestock. A very important point raised and a very important question. Papa Nimi try best to provide them some answers or response. I got all officers to all staff, all have help. All very important point you raised by me. Have staff to also more point for discussion. You may everyone this time. So first of all, side blow planted sandalwood data. Approaches from Eveline no provide them specific data. Side blow planted forest inventory when we stop go on na be you make a data blow evate. So you may complete them. Planted forest lo evate, and then you may complete him lo tana, and then currently you may start making lo lo molecular with them santo. So me look at that figure lo top head below me, but me provide them use some data after this. Lo site lo planted sandalwood information. Another question lo site lo local processing. So lo before you come, osem you may harim say ka 2 licensing no mo. 2 licensing ya, 2 bin operate M2 or local processing facilities lo sandalwood. I guess one of the reason lo downfall lo local processing I think from an increasing number of licenses, and then I got all choices or licensee or have export sandalwood logs get go overseas, and then make them say got supply local supply have meeting demand all processor ya emi town and make them say all company too or local processing facilities ya only run down. But in the meantime, you make one investor emi set them up finish one processing facility for emi make him some trial last year. But the challenge blow me from you make a seasonal period for harvesting and trading for sandalwood, and then he make him too say he affect them running blow one sandalwood processing facility. So maybe you need blow discussion as to whether that licensing system, the buried the sandalwood buried trading buried you're right, sustainable for local processing in the industry or not. Pamba subject lo discussion lo yumi lo tete But now hemi some lol challenges where local processing only vesem, and you make at some all key players inside Los Sandalwood industry do only have a serum experience. You got few only want them go as to the extent of having establishing local processing facility, but only got to face some challenges. Then you could you may have get to only talk plus some experience or challenges with only vesem. One other point where you resemble site plo importation of forest product and risk. Me true to mas also you may know one forest product may become one recent blow, you may carry one outside pest and become or disease from outside and become inside Vanuatu, and you may with them you may trust them biosecurity. Say him now by me should one key stakeholder, one key player lo side blow border control by me blow me save a system forestry blow lo side blow border control, and also me tell me got lack of one regulatory framework blow imported timber where you may ministry you may regulate them. So maybe me start blow one discussion blow you may survey agree blow yes forestry me must got one timber import regulation blow not just regulate them all standard but all biosecurity measures too. Okay, in regards to utilization of IFP and LSPs, or industrial forest plantation and local supply plantations, Ploimio, Molcodia and Pine plantation, where you make at mo IFP Los Santo, whether you got plan or no, yes, currently at Leticia, you make at one support where you come government through one NPP, Ploimi develop them all local supply plantation with them all IFPs, Ploimi. And Leticia, you may start with them IFP. He may delay small number from all landowner issues where you may try and sort them out at the moment, and then you may have a look in production or harvesting or utilization blow timber law IFP, and then you may have a move on law nara LSPs law nara islands blow you may. Lo site blow coconut utilization. Currently, you may look at one specific program blow coconut. Also, me mention them lo corporate plan blow MALF inside the commercial timber tree development program starting from 26 to 2030. Director, you rightly mentioned them coconut. So. Coconut timber make at one potential commercial value, so maybe low commercial timber development blow me program for the next 5 years. You should consider inclusion blow coconut timber to come inside. Los Sandalwood levies, as far as Misave, I think you may look at specific levies. Apart from the regulatory framework Los Sandalwood, where you may impose them, Los license payment, license fee payment, with them Sandalwood management charge. So you got two fees here no more where you may start impose them, you call licenses, only PEM license, plus have trade, also illegal or legal traders, and then you may get one Sandalwood management charge. I think MP Tom Gore had been mentioning earlier as to why management charge will stop them. I mean, support them reforestation program of free distribution plus Sandalwood seedling. Challenge where you make it. I mean, all fees here only come inside also forestry contribution or revenue and they coincide the national budget, and then I mean lose Lobliza. When we come back there directly for reforestation program in Nokat, he may come normal some normal recurrent budget, and then we break them down equal every small program, and then we find them say you make a very small portion where you may use some site or necessary production or reforestation or replanting efforts you may. Last one, low site non-compliance, so you mentioned them, low site operators you me. I think you make a sawmill, mobile sawmill regulation, Forestry Act, where may allow for the licensing all operators, and then inside, I think some locking industry you may got one good all regulatory framework or law is start finish. You make at Forestry Act, you make at mobile sawmill regulation, and then you got all processes and procedures where, and then you got the code of logging practice where all operators only subject law comply with them. But again, maybe non-compliance or maybe forestry, I mean, not make them enough, make them all monitorings and all controls, and which is subject to improvement. And we start to we discuss them, assist them forestry, we doing better in terms of all compliance. Operators where you may look full up operators only no comply, and or some of which only make them all illegal operations lo Vanuatu. Thank you, Thomas Moderator.
Thank you, Team Director lo all respond. Ikat ting one pagagan mo spesies avec clarify mo plan blumi lo firewood mo charcoal. After you take me to we stop online. Emi ikat any chance lo government is have increase royalties lo all round lo. Ale number 2 follow up question lem emi one mo plan blumi lo IFP. Spesies have take trivalaya alta le pami give him chance lo 1 or 2 more before you call lunch.
You have repeated all 3 points again, please.
I think Director think been raising one about any plans blow charcoal with them firewood. After got one question we come lo all online viewers blue me one me raise him about all royalty fees we Mr. Pem lo round look got chance blue me increase him yes or no. Ale one one Mr. ask him plan block government lo IFP. Suppose you have provide them some guidance no more.
Okay, thank you, Moderator. Thank you, acting Director Livestock. Lo you raise one important point. Lo side lo naravela forestry products or forest products also charcoal with them firewood we me one source of fuel wood lo yumi lo Vanuatu, and especially lo tula urban centers lo yumi but fila with them Luganville we look into full lab all farmers only making one main revenue income full lab all farmers. Currently, as Director, me ask him lo side lo data currently and apologies we me fly no provide them data lo side lo charcoal production with them firewood production. But hemi one very urgent matter lo look lahem. So by me save answerem Director no mo se by me fly take him on board lo save consider him also very important non-timber forest product lo mi need lo mi fly save cattle accurate and up-to-date data lo blesse. Lo site suppose you got any chance increase in royalty blo round lock. So first of all, losem round lock you make ikat one minimum pricing blo lock royalty. You make a minimum price blo lock royalty blo all softwood with them all hardwood tree species below you me. So minimum say you must go below that scale where we stop. So the minimum for softwood is 1,500 fatu per cubic meter lo round log. Lo hardwood species ami 2,500 fatu lo cubic meter. And also we mentioned minimum. Low hemi allowable resource owner hemi negotiate them price blo resource blo him or log blo him with them one buyer or with them one sawmillers. So hemi mini chance blo hemi increasing price blo royalty hemi stop no more. So also one resource owner hemi kat right pro hemi save negotiate them one good for the price where hemi deserve them. The all minimum price government hemi set them up no more all minimum say no must go below, but rather you have increase according to one name where resource owner hemi want them. Plan blow develop government lo side lo IFP. Also, we mentioned them earlier. Okay, by Losablo Haifi, by Dichi, by me. That's the answer. Thank you.
Sorry. You, I'm giving him law VPS. Are you? Yes.
Thank you, moderator. Me one them share no more one comment no more one talk save no more lo Yumi. This one is related to lo presentation blo acting director with regards to sawn timber. Now blo Yumi save no more forum save se Vanuatu Bureau of Standards hemi got one walkway stop naya where hemi to do with them one standard blow sawn timber. Me glad blow harem se tate hemi mention them partia too the importance blow you me got a standard in place lo Vanuatu. Now so Vanuatu Bureau of Standards hemi I facilitate them I lead them work here. With them one technical committee we formed and forestry officers only part of the technical committee as well. So standard there, hemi scope blehem, hemi look lo minimum quality, grading and strength requirements blow all sawn timber. And hemi not only for domestic timber no but hemi also cater for the imported timber into Vanuatu. Now reason why Woke hemi come up now, hemi actually industry now, timber industry, only push for mivla make him Woke and hemi also link igolo national building code bluyumi where he stop bauli launch him law number 16 or 17 if me correct. So everything is linked together. So me just want them let them you may everyone save say standard day stop, draft stop finish by me vela save share them with them you may everyone lo forum suppose me vela save karem all email addresses below everyone if you alright with the uvela or you indicate no say you want them one look one copy below standard there and by me vela share them with them everyone. So he may just one talk save no malo one and walk I happen naya lo that area. Thank you.
Thank you, VPS. I may give him lo TG
Moderator, thank you. And thank you, Law, updated information, especially Law, timber trade and standardization. Emi critical lo yemi address em issue from a lot of non-structural timber li use li salem lo yemi man place lo very high prices but that yemi use lo structure lo yemi no suit and purpose. Emi want them come back lo some law issues with acting director hemi highlight and finish issue lo directorship law department yemi take him note lem. You may try and work with them public service. Issue hemi no staff law office law minister or director general. Hemi actually rest with them public service. So when you take him up with them look at the bag and look how you may have a address him issue law directorship. Concern blame law all Sandalwood farmers law West Coast Santo. Acting director hemi rightly tell him you make one assessment law way. Report him stuff with them. You miss a cut around 15 to 17 ton. Lo Sandalwood emi ready for harvest. Now, team licensing where you may open them up last this season. I think close up you may complete him a quarter where you may give him. So Bamba you may try and law, you may change them regulation or you may amend them regulation like cater for the additional timber where you may or the additional sandalwood resource where you may identify the West Coast, including Malo to report Malo. It has come Kasemivala last week. Lol trees were already ready. With them sandalwood season where you may practices where you may stop use them naya open them season 3 to 4 months. Stop forum now. Hemi looks supposed to hemi work for the business or hemi work against the business law sandalwood. Suppose if you things hemi no right, propose him you may look land. Suppose you may stop ask him you may also process locally. But by hemi no suit him purpose suppose you want them building one processing facility lo place after you open them season for 3 months. But by law narfala 9 months, but by business hemi make him one them. You may need law. You will all businessman, you need law talk you will as suppose current timber licensing scheme hemi or not timber sorry forest sandalwood hemi suit him purpose or you may should review him law hemi allow for you may make him local processing issue blow so many license holders lo sandalwood. Hemi also politically driven some ways. Full of politician only force me blame me open them up from 2 you go kasem naye you overload 20 license holders. Me find them out say full up law all live and only want them take part inside law space law trade law sandalwood. Only actually all Chinese only use mokata. Mokata only current license no more for it. But behind time you study more application blogada. They are not genuine investors. They are not genuine investors in the space of sandalwood trade. And then we start look. You may need law, if you like talk, you may address in place here. Law, side law policy, if you like stop talk to say, you good play me come back law 2 or 3 license holders no more. They can buy all requirement block at them by more strict than currently you may stop entertaining. You will look say full up all Chinese or Asian investors only treat him, only tarnish him, reputation law, sandalwood industry blame you make him say today while you may trade law sandalwood you may carry peanut crumbs, outlaw resource one law premium resource blame and that's why you may never develop him industry and go forward. But if you need law, you make him some recommendation. Time you got all discussion law afternoon. If you want them whole recommendation, help him reshape him. Sandalwood industry policy directives. Law side blow assistance blow equal all farmers. Full up all farmers blame me. And you may stop tricking mogata. Tell him say Bambai. You have one farmer and then you have also come one trader or one license and export holder. Should be 2 person. should be one farmer, and then you come also, you want them, blow, you can one license, blow, you export from side blow export, pull up, blame, you have knowledge, yeah, blow side blow export. You may need, blow, you may be honest with ourselves and stick to the trade where you may serve best, huh? You may also side blow, sandalwood farmers or timber farmers. Blow, side blow IFP. Honorable Minister with them first to like at one meeting with them on Lanones lo Friday. When good outcome come out lo discussion lo kita. Utilization lo timber inside lo IFP bambahami result lo discussion with Honorable Minister with them first been cut with them on Lanones. But we must compensate them on Lanones from dues we have me over. You mean no pay out lo kita yet ya. And you me bambai we will discuss probably next week or after next week. You me pay out lo kita. Then you may go inside law, try and law, harvest them all trees inside law IFP. You got one comment come law side law PPP, law side law you may law private sector. PPP me actually public-private partnership. It means you want them partner with them government. They're supposed to one private company, you want them partner with them one private company, me business flow kata. Government has nothing to do with it. You're supposed to want them partner with them government, then you can handle one public-private partnership arrangement. Side blow levies, you could you will raise them. You may got one draft policy paper lo side blow levy. Number you may include them levy lo side blow sandalwood export inside law. Levy regulation where you may want them minister hemi introduce them. You may collect them levy lo side blow sandalwood, you may use them or reinvest them back directly go lo side blow sandalwood industry. Me will I sit down, me will I want them say lo afternoon, time lo discussion, please you will I historian and make them all recommendation lo all discussion and a lot comes in, but me will I karem lo shape him policy more all strategy lo department lo forestry, especially lo timber and non-timber products, and more so lo side lo sandalwood, where me one lo big industry me, but currently it's not properly managed. You may need law, you may improve management law, all resource blame law, way department here, me stop look out him. Mr. Moderator, thank you too much.
Okay, thank you too much. I think you make at naya me 25 minutes past 12. Suppose me right with you me by you hold them that question blue you. By you make at more time blow discussion lo afternoon lo challenges. Ami mitegem viblu be mi wantem by Dr. Sera ikaw no mo emi tegem yumi through lo activity blo afternoon. You holem that comment to you by or question to you by you mi still allow him time ikat peak time lo afternoon after lunch. Be you mi wantem se by lo 12:30 you mi break. Ale pampai ta you mi come back lo afternoon. By you mi go through lo all questions and answers mo yumi luluk tu lo samvala challenges we Mr. Fesem. Thank you, Dr. Sera.
Thank you, Thomas, moderator, and thank you, Thomas, Yumi, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me just go through small time before you break for lunch, all activities the afternoon. So the afternoon, you got all group work sessions where you step together in small groups where you historian around all challenges, more look at some solutions, lo one of you want to make them lo next 5 years. Lo address them or something where you may been discussing lo morning. So lo afternoon, you may start with them identification, blow strength and weaknesses, more challenges. You may focus lo commercial timber products lo afternoon. So lo side blow group work, but you may break out and go into 4 groups. So by you may just set them up now, so you may ready, time when you may come back lo afternoon, you may just break into all 4 groups and you may start them work. So first session, me blow identification, lo all strength and weaknesses. So 4 groups, me agribusiness semi group number 1, Sustainable production systems, EMI group number 2. Post-harvest and processing, EMI group number 3. More market access, EMI group number 4. So, by Yumi, just divide them Yumi into 4 groups, Naya. By me asking Yumi just go around, by Yumi sing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After Yumi identify him, which group are you stop inside? By me ask him. Are you look at numbers, Finis? Excellent. Thank you, Tomas team. So organized today. Okay, so the first group number 1, EMI agribusiness, by EMI Salo table here. Group number 2, EMI sustainable production, EMI Salo Enblo table here. Group number 3, EMI post-harvest, by EMI Salo Enblo table here. And group number 4, EMI market access, EMI Salo Enblo table here. Yumi got all forestry officers where EMI designated will look at them each groups. So time when Yumi come back, but Yumi sit down, lo table where EMI align with them number below you. So Yumi look at them strength, more weaknesses, lo side below commercial timber products in relation to theme, where EMI assigned below group below you. And then from those strengths and weaknesses, you savvy identify the main challenges, where you step inside lo theme below you, where Yumi thinks Yumi need lo identify one solution. Lo come inside lo all policy below Yumi for the next 5 years. So, EMI one example, where maybe EMI come out lo discussions below Yumi, lo start lo commercial timber products. Might be the difficulty of accessing all natural forests below Yumi. So Yumi thinks that quality below natural forests below Yumi, EMI really high, but maybe challenge, EMI hana Yumi access them. So Yumi go through, Yumi identify more challenges. After everyone Yumi present the groups, and then Yumi make them one voting, and Yumi prioritize them which challenge. Yumi want to look lehem, lo make them come identify them solutions, where Yumi present them lo afternoon. Okay. So, EMI straight, everybody is clear. Lo afternoon time when Yumi come back, but Yumi stop down lo group where me align with them number where you got. After Yumi start work, lo strength and weaknesses. After Yumi go lo identify all challenges, key challenges lo area. You straight? Okay. Thank you, Tomas. By me hand them back lo moderator lo Yumi lo lunch. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tomas. As possible, everyone, you agree with me, but Yumi break small time. Me believe say Yumi haram plant information. Or Yumi stop digest them, so it could Yumi break small time, but Yumi come back. But I got more time to Yumi discuss after Yumi find them all way forward lo exercise by Yumi go through them. Before you go out lo lunch, by me ask him, Brother Willis, was you right? You tell him Chris me. Lunch stop town lo restaurant you may just come follow mo kota wo kami stete finish lo